Yes, I'm Jessica tonight.
I was gonna say, Jessica, you changed your looks.
Yeah.
She's on the couch, not feeling well.
Oh.
Tell her we said feel better. Thanks for joining us, Jonathan.
She can hear you.
All right, Kara's doing her makeup. Love it.
Well, see, this
Is
is
that what
usually
we're supposed to do here?
my makeup for Instagram. So
I see.
I've got to get part of it done before so I can take my pictures quick after.
Sounds good. Let me get all my stuff set up here. Give everybody a minute here to pop in because I was having a hard time. Mine kept freezing, but it always freezes for like 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe because I'm the host and it's like waiting to let everybody in. I don't know.
It could be. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done I don't think I've ever hosted. I think I've just done it. This is how I do my coaching calls. So I just join hers.
Okay. Yes, there's a chat box. I always forget that chat box is there too. So holler at me, guys, if you ever ask a question and you type it in the chat. Yeah. Jessica, Forrest, Tabitha, I feel like I've been talking to you guys all day.
Hey.
You want me to turn it down?
I think we should move in together. I talk to you guys more than I talk
No, right? Just all be roomies.
Nice.
Hey, little guy. Tabitha, he's so cute. All right, so are we ready? I think we're ready. Nyla is driving. Yes, it looks that way. Kara, are you ready?
I am.
All right, so Kara Victorson is a Pink Status presenter who rocks Instagram, and she has got all this stuff figured out. I'm not good at Instagram, so I asked her if she would speak to us and share her screen. Feel free to ask her any questions. She's going to kind of go through like a whole spiel of things, but feel free to jump in and ask her if you guys have anything pop up in your mind, okay?
Yeah. And let me know if people are asking questions in that chat too, because I have no idea where that is on my phone.
I will keep my eye on it because Jonathan's the only one typing in it right now, so we're cool.
Okay. Good.
All right, I'll let you go ahead.
Awesome. So I just kind of wanted to give just a little information at first. So the stuff that I'm going to talk about basically helped me double my engagement on Instagram. So it's worth it. Some of the stuff we're going to go through tonight is going to be more broad, and then I'll give you some more specific. So a lot of people are kind of scared of Instagram. I feel like they don't know what to do with it, but it's just another social network, except it's just more visual. So you're just thinking more pictures, more videos, things like that. And the whole idea, I have notes, so you're going to see me look into the side, is like you're going to expand your network to reach out to new people. And the idea is to funnel them in to where you have the most contact with your customers. So example for me, that would be to funnel them into my VIP group, because that's where I have the most contact, most interaction with my clients. And I'll kind of talk to you about what that funneling means, because it doesn't mean just adding them or like spamming them and stuff like that, but it kind of is a way to get them there, like through them clicking different links. So Instagram, first of all, I want to talk about your bio. Your bio, you want to keep it simple, but also there's a thing called Linktree that I posted a while ago, and I can repost it, that basically lets you set up different links to different areas. So you could set up a link for your YouTube, your Pinterest, your Facebook VIP group, your what I call my shopping/catalog link. This will let you put them all in there as opposed to just having one clickable link in your Instagram profile. And Jessica posted about it too, I know, in the Diva Den a while ago. So that's something that you're definitely going to want to do. And again, I'll post that link. And so basically it's just setting up all these different links for people to access on your Instagram profile. And we'll come back to what they're going to do with those and how you're going to use those. The biggest thing with Instagram is hashtags. You cannot have a post without hashtags, because that is how people find you. So on Facebook, right, people kind of just find you because you just pop up in their feeds. On Instagram, if somebody's following you, that will happen. But if somebody's not following you, they're not gonna see it if there's no hashtags on there at all. So that's key. And then something I did not write down on my notes, but then I wanted to make sure, if your Instagram profile is not public, you need to make it public. Because if it's not public, people cannot see anything that you post, whether you have hashtags on it or not, unless they follow you. And the whole goal is to get new followers. So there's kind of an issue there. So you need to have it be public. I know a lot of people like to have private or whatever. If that's your personal one's private, make a business one that's public, because you need it to be public for it to actually be seen. So hashtags are key. Basically, there's 3 different types of hashtags. There's large ones, medium ones, and small size ones. So what I mean by that, for example, and I'll show you some of this in just a minute on my screen, but like if you were to use the hashtag selfie, that has, I just looked this up, because it has 302,699,477 posts, which basically means your picture is going to go to really fast through the feed and hardly anybody's going to see it. Whereas if you do makeup selfie, it only has 131,947 posts. So it'll still go kind of fast, but your post will stay up there longer. And again, I'll show you what I mean by that here in a second. And then, for example, if you do like something like liquid liner, it was only like 90,000 posts, so your post will stay up there even longer. So you want to use a combination of those large, medium, and really small hashtags to kind of reach different parts. But the majority of what you want to use is those medium ones. So between like 10,000, and a couple 100,000 posts are key. So like the majority of those. And you get 30 hashtags to use. So I would say, maybe 20 some of those are the medium ones, and then the other ones you can use either large or specific to you. Okay, there are banned hashtags. There's a lot, you just have to Google search it, but honestly, I looked through and none of the ones I ever used are banned, but if you want to check those out, you can just Google banned hashtags. I've never had an issue with that, but I can post, when we repost this video too, I can post a link to those.
Can I bug you for a second? Can you tell us what that means, banned hashtags? I'm not sure everybody knows what you're talking about by banned.
So a banned hashtag basically means that if you use that hashtag, that your picture won't be seen from that hashtag. Like it's not used. People can't use it anymore through Instagram, either because something really disgusting has been posted on there, or it tends to be like inappropriate content or something like that. So like I said, typically it's not stuff that we would lean towards anyways, but yeah, basically it's a useless hashtag if you put it on there. Kind of a waste. So, all right, so I'm going to start, I think, sharing my screen so that I can kind of show some of this stuff. Okay. All right. So on my screen, first of all, since I've been talking about hashtags, there's an app called Tagomatic that I'm going to pull up. It should be for Android users and for iPhone users. I have an Android. Oh, of course, it stopped working. And basically, you can search for different hashtags in here, and then you can make a whole list of them. So, like, if I put makeup and I spelled it correctly, that would be nice. Okay, I can search for it. It would give me all these different hashtags, you'll see in a second, that kind of relate to my search. And then you can save them and immediately share them over to Instagram when you do that, if this thing would ever work. Of course, it's going slow now. I'll give it another second, otherwise I'll move. Well, anyway, so check it out. It's called Tagomatic, and you can kind of star different hashtags and share them over. And it's a way to keep your hashtags as well. So on Instagram, kind of what I was talking about. So for example, if you do selfie and I search tags, what I mean by you're not going to be seen, you have these top posts and then you have your most recent. So we have this little girl in the rain boots. Basically, if I refresh it, that little girl's already like not in her spot anymore, and she's down like 4 or 5 lines just in seconds. So that's why you don't want to just use those big hashtags. And so I just wanted to show a couple other things. So with this, you can kind of see some examples. Where's here. Some different examples of how things can look. You can do something that looks like this, where it actually has like a format to it. Or if I show you mine, like mine does not have a format to it, okay? But the whole idea behind this, you can see I have my link tree on there, is to show different things. So you want to do the lighting, and I want to show you examples of my really good and my really bad lighting, because lighting is huge on Instagram. So here are some examples. So like this, I'll just move it all the way up to the top of that picture. Top left is terrible, terrible lighting. This one kind of in the center is terrible lighting. Whereas if you go up to these more recent ones, the lighting is much better. It's clear. There's not a lot of shadows. Background, you don't want a huge busy background on there either, okay? Because that's just going to be distracting and kind of take away from what you want it to do for everything. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing. There any questions yet? I feel like I've talked really fast, so I want to pause for a second.
Yeah, hang on. I do have a couple. This is Michelle.
Okay.
I have a question regarding the link tree thing, because I wrote down link tree. Then I saw it pulled up when you kind of zoomed past it, and it was like link tree, but it was like tr.e. I was confused there. I don't really know what link tree is. So can you explain that?
Yeah, let me share my screen again too, because I think it'll make more sense. I should have shown you guys that. So what the link tree is it lets you have more than one clickable link in your bio. So typically in your bio, you would only have one link that people can actually, like one live link that people can actually click on, which would be right here where it says link tree / power lashes. But here, if I click on that one, what it does is it pulls up all of these different links that I can go to. So for example, Get to Know Kara, that brings people to my Facebook business page, my About Me section. VIP group, I'll probably end up changing the name of that. Tips, Funds, and Deals. Lookbook, which is the lookbook link to my unique lookbook that I've started adding looks to. So basically all of these links are now live links, and you can click on them and they'll take you there. Whereas usually you would just be able to put one link there, so like my powerlashes1.com, and that would be the only clickable link.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of. So I like that. I like how you can click that, but how do you get that? Do you have to go to Linktree to set it up? Am I just not understanding?
Yes. There's it's and I'll double check on it. It should be like linktree.com, and then you sign up for free and to set it up, and then you add in all your links from there.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So then, I know what I was gonna ask. So how often do you post on your Instagram a day?
So I aim for 2 times a day. I aim for once at night and once in the morning. And there's people that aim for 3 times. During the school year, I just can't get that 3rd one in typically. But even when I do, sometimes on the weekends, I just find there's more engagement in the morning and there's more engagement at night, and not necessarily a ton of engagement during the day. So I tend to aim for 2. You can absolutely do 3. I would say more than 3 is kind of overkill on Instagram for a day. Just because I'd be surprised what you can, I guess, post 3 times in one day, because well, I'll pause there and just, I have other stuff to add, but I'll pause there for your question.
It's okay. I don't know if anybody else has questions. I have tons of questions. So talking about themes, everybody talks about themes, and I liked when you kind of pulled yours up, there was like a pink theme, but then it went away. So I don't know if you just started going into that pink theme, or should we do different?
So I went away from it. So and for those of you that don't know, I've been working with a coach since January. I went away from it because, and this kind of goes on to my next thing, the whole idea with Instagram is you want to find out who your ideal audience is, your ideal clients on there are. And that's kind of up to you. That's where you want to actually take time yourself and research and find those people that you're actually attracted to their profiles, you're interested in their stuff. The people that basically you want to follow, that's who you want to attract to yours. So it may take some time to go through and find those people. So for mine is more like the MUAs, makeup artists kind of stuff that I'm shooting for. So a lot of that is kind of goes away from having an actual, what I call grid or format. And it's a little bit more freeform, but you still want to tell a story with it. So for example, if I pull it up, like you might see a picture of me wearing the products, a picture, like a flat lay of the products. And then like a really quick video of me like putting them on 1, 2, 3 in a row, to kind of show that little story of what's going on, if that makes sense.
So on videos, how long can a video be on Instagram? Because I've never done a video.
1 minute. So basically for the videos, the whole idea behind the video is ideally making a video that's like full length. You kind of take a short clip of it, like speed it up really fast, just to show a portion of it. And then that's where you can use a call to action in your comments and say like, hey, click this link to see full video on YouTube or full video on Facebook, or click this link to see my results, which is kind of what I'm planning on doing with the tan. Because I just made a quick how-to on the tanning stuff the other day. So now I want to jump on with my after picture and say, hey, you know, I'll have the before, and then at the very end, you know, it'll be like blank. And then in the link below it, it'll say, you know, click here to see my tanning results for that.
So when you say you speed up your video and all that, do you have to do that like on Viva Video or a different app and then put it on there? Or is that an option to do on Instagram?
You have to do it on a different app. So I use Viva Video because it's very easy to use.
Yeah.
And I can, at the end, I can show you some more of those examples that I have on mine. Those are huge, huge on Instagram too. Like so many people, especially makeup, they're underused. I feel like with the network marketing people that do makeup, but they're huge. Like all the makeup artists and stuff do them, and they're so easy to do. It's ridiculous.
The
like
video?
you just speed it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's super easy to speed up a video, to show an eye look really fast, to show a lip look really fast, to show a quick contour. And then all of that content is what I then go and use either in my VIP group or in my parties that I do with Facebook. So you're not necessarily doing double duty, but you're actually creating content for yourself later on.
So besides posting on Instagram to get followers, is there anything else that you do? Do you go and, like we do on Facebook, do we add friends? We comment. Is there like, what's the system there with Instagram?
Yeah, so you want to be social because it's a social network, and that's how you're going to also get a little bit more vision. Like people will see you more, and people will want to interact with you more if you interact with them. So the whole idea with that, you know, the more you interact, the more. But there's a system that I kind of use that kind of helps get a little bit better interaction with people. And get followers a little bit better, and it's called like, comment. So you go to somebody's profile, and you find, you know, the images or videos that you like 2 of them. So using the little heart, you know, you double tap 2 of them. You comment on at least 1 of them, and at that point, you've now shown up in their notifications 3 times because you get a notification every time you get a like, every time you get a comment. So that's 3 notifications. And then if it's somebody that you want to follow, I would then follow them. I don't follow everybody necessarily, but if it's somebody that I like their stuff, then I'll follow them as well. So then that's 4 notifications that they see, and they're at least gonna most likely, almost every person at least comes over and likes at least some of your pictures, because you've now shown up and they're like, who is this? And they want to know. So you want to use that system. Also, you can like comments that people post on yours, and you want to definitely at least do that. So there's like a little heart next to the comments. You want to do that. And then I always, even if they send me like a little emoji as a comment, I always like reply, because there's a reply button, and I just send like a little emoji back or a thank you back or something like that. Because again, that gets that interaction going on there.
Okay.
So it's,
All right,
it's similar
sorry.
Facebook wise. You don't necessarily like, following is like adding a friend almost, like if you want to think of it in Facebook terms. So
Hi, ladies.
Oh, go ahead.
Hi.
hi.
Hi, Kara. Sorry
Hi.
I'm late.
No.
Okay, Jonathan asked a question, so I don't know. I'll just pop on here. In the chat, he said, Kara, have you linked any sales directly from the Instagram?
Not that I know of. I haven't figured out how to figure that out yet. I'm going to be honest. What I've gotten is I've gotten a lot more traffic on my business page. And so that's why I want to start adjusting my business page a little bit, how I mentioned when I was showing you my screen, because I see a lot more people coming to my business page from Instagram. Something I'm working on is making those YouTube videos to kind of funnel even more people, because what they'll do is they'll click your link and that's kind of funneling them to where you want to go. So I need to get my funnel fixed a little bit to get them to come to my VIP group instead of that business page, I think, to get some sales. There's definitely who's seen me on Instagram. Yeah, honestly, I don't know 100% for sure. But there's definitely, that's my next step that I'm working on. Because the first step is kind of getting seen more, and then that's the next step. So I'm working on that, which means I have to work on my call to actions. So I don't know 100% that I have. If I have, it's only been from 1 or 2 people. So, but there's definitely a lot of people that do get it. I just feel like I haven't gotten that part yet. Does that answer the question? I feel like, okay, thanks. The whole idea too, like with the Instagram pictures, is with telling a story, you also want to do the 3 Ps. So you want to show them personality, you want to give them purpose, and then you want to promote. So that's kind of also why I do like the picture, you know, the video. You'll see some scattered quotes on my wall, kind of stuff like that. So that's like personality is kind of like the selfies, and the little quotes. You know, purpose is the video showing them how to use the stuff, and then promote would be like your flat lays, where you can say like, hey, find this product, you know, in the shopping link, stuff like that. So you kind of want to use all 3 of those consistently. When I say flat lays too, you want to try to make as many of your own as you can. I have used a couple of corporates pictures, but you want to make yourself stand out from corporate, right? People buy from people, right? They buy from your personality. And so you want to kind of put your own personality into that. So that means making your own graphics, making your own flat lays and stuff like that. And they're really easy to make. It's literally just laying your products down flat in good lighting and taking a picture. So that's just an example of what you want to do.
Amanda Lake typed in a question. I don't know if you, because I was clicking,
Okay.
so I thought maybe, I don't know if you read it. It says, do you use the share feature to share what you put on Instagram on Facebook?
I don't. A lot of people do. The reason I don't is I tend to post them at different times. And so by that time, I've probably already posted something recently on Facebook. And I like to kind of control how much I post on Facebook. If I post too much, I lose my engagement on Facebook. So I kind of control how many times I post a day, but I do take my Instagram and feed it into Twitter. That hasn't done a whole lot for me, but I figure it can't hurt. And then what I typically do is there's a share link on Instagram, and then I use that in my Pinterest boards. So pretty much everything that, and I backlogged on that, but everything that I post to Instagram then goes to a Pinterest board that people on Pinterest can get funneled to Instagram, and then from Instagram they can get funneled to the other places. There was a question about pictures from the lash library. I don't. A lot of the pictures that I take are mine now. They're the lighting that I'm in right now, this is what I use for my selfies. I take them just about every night, every other night. I take all my flat lay pictures. I used one the other day from like corporate's site, but pretty much I try to take my own pictures because again, it just makes it mine, and then I can put my Power Lashes watermark on there. I missed that question. Can you use an app? Can
you use an app to automatically post to Instagram like you can for Facebook?
Not that I have found yet, but there's some that you can use to remind you about your post. So there's one called Crowdfire, where you can get your post all set up with the hashtags and everything, and then it'll pop up as a reminder saying like, hey, you asked for me to remind you to post this at this time, and then you can kind of go over and do it. Instagram's a little funky about letting things automatically post to it, but you can do little stuff like that.
I have a question. You know, we talk about Facebook jail all the time. Is there a thing like that with Instagram?
Not that I've seen. The only thing like that would be if you use like a hashtag that got banned or something. You know what I mean? If you used inappropriate. Oh, Jessica says there are. Okay. I haven't been in it yet, so I guess. Oh, well, I don't know. Jessica won't, or Jonathan. Sorry, I keep reading Jonathan because it shows up as Jessica, even though I can see your head. So I didn't know there was. So okay.
Jonathan, do you know, is it the same kind of thing with like Facebook where if you post somebody else's picture or if you post too many things at once, is that how it is? Yes. Okay. Yes, so it's the same thing. So just be careful. I just wanted to make sure that was a thing. I don't want people to take pictures of someone else's. That's the main thing is always edit, crop your pictures. Probably the same thing for Instagram. Like Kara said, you want to do your own pictures as much as possible. It's going to get more noticed that way.
It really will, because if people scroll through like the Instagram feed that they get and they see the same picture 3 times in a row, say they just happen to be following 3 presenters, that's not going to draw them to it. You know, like it's the same. So yeah, Brittany's really good too. Like if you want to, Brittany Kaplan, she's really good on Instagram with hers. As well. She's another good person to look up on Instagram, but also she has several trainings, I know. As Jonathan was just saying, she has several. I think a couple have been posted in the Diva Den. Forget where the others have been posted, but they're kind of all over. So
let's hear some questions to Kara. Or Kara, do you have more to talk about? Sorry.
I was just going to check. Banned hashtag. No, I feel like that's the big stuff. I would say the key is finding your hashtags. Like your set of hashtags might be different than my set of hashtags, and that's a good thing because again, it's who you're attracting. So you really want to go through and like find those people that you're attracted to, follow them, kind of look at their patterns, look at how like their patterns of posting and what do they post when, and then you kind of want to emulate that with your own posts.
I have a question too. Kind of went out of my head after I started talking. No, oh, I know what it was. 30 hashtags. You said you can use 30. So does it stop you at 30 or can you do you have to count them out? Like, can you accidentally put like 31 and then it doesn't let you post the picture, or how does that, do you know how that works?
I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jonathan, I'm pretty sure if you post like 31 hashtags, like it doesn't show up for any of your hashtags. So like you can only post 30 hashtags. Like, so if I put 31, your picture just basically wouldn't be seen with any of those hashtags. So I always count.
And what about is it okay to only use like a couple, or do you feel like you should always use 30? Like it's only to your benefit to always use 30?
I mean, I think it depends on who you ask for that. For me, I say if you've got 30, you might as well use them because that's going to reach your biggest audience. There's definitely people that only use a couple and they want to only reach a few people, but like Jonathan's saying, absolutely, I use 30 every time as well because that's only going to help. It's not going to hurt you to use 30. And basically what I do is there's an edit function on Instagram, and if we have time, I can show that. You can now edit your comments under your picture. And so what I've done is I've done that, and then I've copied all 30 of my Instagram hashtags, and I paste it just into a note on my phone or like send it to my messenger. So I can copy and paste those and then adjust every time. So for example, one of them that I have in like my copy and pasted is silver earrings. Well, if I don't have silver earrings on that day, I get rid of that one. Or red lips. If I don't have red lips on that day, I get rid of that one and replace it with something else. So you can kind of have this base of hashtags that you go off of, and then kind of insert others as you change.
And then I see Jonathan said your whole caption will be gone, expand your reach, use 30. I was wondering that it would look spammy with 30 hashtags, but that's good to know. It kind of minimizes it. I don't know.
No, I mean, honestly, there's people that there's makeup artists and stuff and people that list like the whole makeup products that they've used for their face, which I do occasionally. Now I've just started to use for part of my face, like eyes or whatever that I'm talking about. So, I mean, you can, and if you like it to be a cleaner look, you can just do your comment right under your picture and then use like comment on your picture basically and use that first comment as all your hashtags. Yeah, she is on IG.
Yeah, but I went crazy with Instagram when I started because I watched Amber Voigt on how to do it when I very first signed up. And I did the Instagram and I got a bunch of followers, but I follow a ton. If you guys look, I follow like 6,000 people to have 2,000 followers, which I know is the backwards way you want those numbers. So I figured out how to get followers, but it was because I did so much following and I quit doing it. I just got away from it. I just focused on Facebook. So I need to go back to work.
That will help. Like following other people will help. Just know that some people will follow you just to get a follower back. And so your followers will fluctuate a little bit, but overall you want to see them increase over time. Because honestly, those are the people that I don't want following me anyways. Like I don't want you to follow me just because you want me to follow you back. Like I want you to follow me because you like my content. So.
True. Yeah, I have like thousands of followers.
So yeah, so just be aware of that too. And that's where your hashtag strategy comes into play. Like you need to find your hashtag strategy, to get your audience out there. And that's when you'll start to hit those followers. And the more consistent you are, kind of, with everything, the more consistent you are with it, the more you're interacting with other people, all of that plays a role.
Good. All right, girls and guys, what kind of questions do we have? We have 8 minutes. What other good stuff? This has been good so far.
Please ask.
They're all so quiet. I told you, I asked anybody have questions and they won't say anything. They'll message me later. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's a good idea to use your location as a hashtag. Sometimes I will do it when I'm at home. I do it all the time when I'm on vacation, for sure. Sometimes I get sick of using Chicago at home because it's just too big. But somebody asked, did I say I have an Instagram coach? I actually paid to have a business coach back in January, and she helps me with Instagram. She does we have an overall strategy that we're working on. So I think it was Taylor that asked. So that's what I was referring to there. But basically what I'm telling you is what she walked me through. It just took a longer period of time. Like you have to, do your research. Like I did my research. I found those people that I liked. I followed them. I looked at their content. I looked at their hashtags. I researched the hashtags. You know what I mean? So it's something that, yes, start doing it now, but keep doing your research as you go and adjust.
And it's probably just like Facebook and everything else, consistency, right? I mean, you got to be consistent. Mine's not consistent. So that's something I know I need to work on.
Yes, consistency is huge. This is, if you struggle, if you're somebody that struggles getting new people, new friends on Facebook, get with it, Michelle.
Thanks, Jonathan.
If you struggle expanding your network on Facebook, go to Instagram. It is such an easy way to expand your network. It's ridiculous. You're going to see people, and again, it's huge on using those call to actions. Hey, click this link in my bio and check this out. Or, come find me here, or come check out my new YouTube video, or check out my Pinterest board, or, that's the way that you're going to find people. And like I said, I'm still working on adjusting things a little bit to get them funneled to the right place. But even just getting them, getting your face in front of them is huge. I only have a personal business, I guess. I only have one Instagram account. I started it honestly when I started Younique. But a huge thing too to keep in mind, if you have a personal one and you're going to use it for business, you want to focus mostly on 3 topics on Instagram. It's not a catch-all, kind of like Facebook can be. So say your 3 topics might be makeup, coffee, and positive quotes. You want to stick to those 3 then. You don't want to start adding in, and here's my kid, and here's my dog, and here's, you know what I mean? You don't want to go crazy with different topics. You want to kind of pick 3 main ones and stick to it. So if your personal one is something that you're going to want to post a bunch of that different stuff to, you're going to probably want to make a business one to keep it consistent. I know Jessica, or Jonathan, because since you said it, you do the IG, you guys have 2 different ones. You have the personal and then the business.
So I wonder if I would do 3 different things. So let's say I did my dog, because I do post on Facebook a lot about my dog, makeup, and motivational quotes. So would you rotate them, like makeup quote in the morning, dog post at night, next day would be the motivational quote, and then restart that? Or do you just kind of, it doesn't matter on those 3 things, just stick to those 3 topics?
Yeah, you just kind of want to scatter the other ones in, is what I would say. And it kind of depends on if you want that format look or not. So a lot of people use that format look, but they'll make sure that their quotes line up. So that's going to determine too how often you post that quote. I would say you want a little bit more of the makeup, but again, with those makeups, you can alternate that with your selfies, your video, your flat lay, and then, you don't have to have just a picture of, lipstick, lipstick, lipstick. It can be alternating those. So you could do like a video, a flat lay, and then a picture of your dog or something, and then another selfie and a motivational quote, something like that.
I do have another question before we run out of time. How about isn't there a live feature just like Facebook?
Yes, it does not save though. You have to be live and people have to catch you on it. It does not save.
True. Okay. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. And there's a stories feature too. That one will stay up there for, I think it's 24 hours and then it goes away.
Who else has questions? We got 3 minutes. Sorry, I asked a ton.
No, that's good. Anything that you feel like I didn't cover? Obviously there's a lot to this and I'm more than happy to answer. It's a 40-minute. On Instagram, honestly, I haven't done the lives on Instagram, but I think it does limit your time, yes. And I haven't done them, honestly, because they have to catch you on at that time. So I'd rather post like my mini videos that I have. And if you guys obviously check out my Follow the Cosmetic Revolution. Power Lashes 1.
Yeah, I have it on that picture. Power Lashes 1. I was going to say, Jessica Wanamaker, what are you going to go live for an hour for? Sorry, I had to.
Yeah. Well, honestly, even on Facebook, you shouldn't be going live for that long. People lose interest, and that's the key thing with Instagram. People lose interest. That's why you want your videos to be fast. You want them to be fast. You want to have some kind of like music, but you can't have royalty music. So you have to have that royalty-free music, which Viva Video has built into it on there. And so you want something that's going to catch their eye, catch their ears, right? So that they kind of go to your profile is the whole idea.
Not that I was going to go live for an hour, but I knew somewhere along the line somebody had told me, or somebody had said that there was a time limit on Instagram when the live did come out, and I wasn't sure if it was an hour or not.
Oh, okay. I'd have to look. To be honest, I haven't used that feature just because it doesn't save. I know some people will post on there and be like, hey, I'm going to go on Instagram. They'll post like in a box and say, hey, I'm going to go live at 2 p.m. with whatever tutorial, and then they'll do it. So you could always try that. Maybe that's something that I'll try out for you guys here in the next month since school's almost over.
All right, we're going to be shutting down. It's going to shut off on us like in 20 seconds. So,
any other questions, feel free to post in Flourish and Blot or message me or whatever. I'm happy to help you guys out.
Hi, Logan.
Thanks, guys. I will see you all next week, and we will come up with a new topic. Thank you, Kara.
Thank you, Michelle.
Kara, you were awesome. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Yes, you're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.